Welcome to the amazing David Hunley. And we're here today to talk to him about the amazing, amazing experience that he had and the amazing success that he had in the Win Her Back in 8 Weeks program. And so, David, if you would please, could you introduce yourself and just really quickly tell us about the results you got in the program?
My name is David Hunley. I'm in Alpine, Tennessee. I'm married to Shirley Hunley. Have been for about 30, coming up on 33 years now. Our marriage, it took a nosedive. Was not paying attention to each other. I wasn't paying attention to her as much as I was myself. And Bob refocused my attention to what I need to be doing for her and with her instead of worrying about what David wants, what David needs. And once the focus was rearranged and redirected, it's made a difference in simple little things like leaving notes for her, sending her a simple text, just something to make her smile and, again, feel appreciated, wanted, and needed.
Awesome, awesome. And so if you can kind of take me back to when you initially signed up, can you tell me kind of some of the fears that were going through your mind, some of the things you were thinking about?
My biggest fear was divorce in general. The idea of failing, as raised as a child, that was what I heard a lot is, oh, you failed again, or you didn't complete this. And the idea, my mom and dad were already passed. So it would only be a voice in the back of my head of you failed again. And it just became to the point divorce isn't an option. Um, the idea of being alone, all kinds of fears, everything from, yes, being alone to failing, the splitting of everything that we own. We've been together 30 years, and the idea of separation, the whole thing was a fear. The whole situation where I was at, and I knew a lot of it was my fault. What can I do to fix it, change it? As a carpenter, my job is to fix it, and there was nothing I could do to fix this.
Yeah. And so do you feel like that you came pretty close to divorce? Do you think it was getting really dangerous?
Oh yeah, we'd already discussed divorce. She came home from her mom's house and told me that she was no longer in love with me, that she had found someone else, and that she was here to ask for us to work on getting a divorce. And that was in March. And I told her to let me do what I'm doing, watch, see what's going on, see where I'm changing, how I'm growing, and how I'm going to work on repairing our marriage. And we went from there. Did we wind up in divorce? No. Did we even go final for divorce? No. Were we able to separate her from another person and bring her focus back to us? Absolutely. Was it something I did specifically for her or to her? No, but it was a lot of the awareness that Bob brought back into my life, the growth, the staring in the mirror. The biggest thing, looking in the mirror and going, hey, you're screwing this up. You know, the easiest way to say it was taking focus off myself and putting the focus on her and us, and bringing God back into our marriage. 10 years ago, we were so strong, and it wasn't me and her; it was me, God, and her, having Him in between us.
Yeah, awesome, man. And I'm so proud of you for doing that. And just praise Jesus that you did that work. And of course, to God be the glory. And so, what else did you try before you tried my program?
Honestly, nothing. When I say nothing, did I go seek somebody's help? No. I did speak with my pastor and a friend. I wound up in a huge 4 hour, 3.5, 4 hour prayer session, but mostly it was just simple talk time with my pastor and explained to him what was going on. But there was nothing that was said, well, here's the way to fix this. Here's what to do. Here's your do's, don'ts. Nothing to that effect. Actually, nothing. Well, the best way to put that would be there was nothing, but we had been in and out of this position for years. And every time it would be back, I guess you would say, and you've seen it before, he's only going to do this much to win her temporarily, and then it's going to fall back to what it was. And without the change, if I lose you, we're having power problems here.
Okay.
I keep seeing lights flicker. We're having ice issues.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be that. I got her back temporarily thing. I wanted to make it here's the changes that need to be made permanently so that she stays permanently.
And you feel like you got that?
Yeah, and I noticed even now when I read some of your posts and things, don't forget you need to be doing this. And
awesome. And help me remember, how long ago was it that we were working together?
March of 18.
March of
Almost
18. Wow. Okay. Awesome, man. And so here's a pop quiz for you. Do you remember the first thing that I asked you to do?
Pray.
All right.
Pray.
Okay, so let me ask you this. You got in the program, what happened right away, or how long did it take to start seeing results?
Well, the results started on me first. And if I could show you my board, I've still got, my goals are still pinned to the wall, emails that you and I sent back, different challenges. I've still got things pinned all the way around my office from when I started working with you.
Nice.
And a lot of them was, I guess my biggest change was coming to the awareness of not focusing on self, and then how soon before she started responding. Well, the biggest response is she came home instead of spending more time at her mom's where the distraction was and spending more time here. Did we fight? Absolutely. And as much as you said, try not to do that. Yes. Did we fight? Yeah, we'd fight till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. We wouldn't go to bed until whatever was said was resolved. And did we go back and forth? Absolutely. Did the fighting last it lasted all the way until May, at least somewhere in that area? It was probably June before we started really seeing a change. So, it took 6-8 weeks before I really saw a huge change in what was going on in our lives. It was most of the change. You asked, what did I see immediately? Me having to change my heart.
That's it right there.
I had to change my thoughts, my heart. We're not talking, so our distance grew further and further apart. And that's how we got where we're at. And the change is, again, forgiving myself and forgiving her for those harsh words that would be said, and then being the jerk that I can be. I can't treat her like I treat the employees. And I try to treat, and even in that, this has rolled over into my business of being more patient, more gentle, more forgiving, more understanding. They don't know everything that I know.
Yeah. So do you think that what you learned with me helped you in your business?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Awesome.
That's what I'm saying. And with my employees, it goes into the idea of gentleness, patience, kindness, understanding their knowledge or their speed or their lack of knowledge, or even how they handle something compared to the way I handle it. Yes, that all changed because it took the focus off of me. This is what I want it. This is what's going to be done. Not hit the highway. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Come here, baby. Real quick. Come here.
Can't find it right now.
It's in your vitamin bag.
Oh.
Look at what I got.
How precious and adorable.
This one's 13 months old, and this is Lady James, and she's my son's. And off she goes to me, Mom.
And got another one in June.
And we got another one coming in June.
Oh my goodness. Praise Jesus.
Yeah. So it's been good. And it's in the vitamin bag, babe. I saw it fall.
Awesome. And so bring us up to speed. Where are you today?
Oh, today I'm sitting in my office. No. Today, we're in a good place. Letty takes up a lot of our time. We send texts back and forth every morning, and we get the smiles and the kisses, and look forward to, honey, do you need something from town? Yeah, I need you home.
Oh, my goodness.
Before was, I don't give a, yeah, sure, if you come home, great attitude. And now, what do you need from town? Because I'll call every evening before I leave just to make sure she doesn't need something. Mm-hmm. And the simple statement, yeah, I just need you home. I need my husband home.
That's perfect.
Yeah, that's where I was looking for, was to go back to both of us appreciating each other. All those promises that you've made to her, all those statements you've made, you're going to do this, or going to do that, or eventually. Well, I had told, and it was a 15-year-old promise to build her a master bedroom. We're almost finished with it.
Nice.
A large master bedroom, bathroom suite. We like hardwood floor and trim, and ductwork for that would finish the bedroom. I'm a long way from finishing the bathroom, but there's so much detail to it. But she's elated, and so this is one of those huge things that she's asked for. We've been here since '94, and she's just now getting her bedroom 30 years later.
Yeah.
Wrong.
No, it's a
Wrong.
beautiful gift. And just for anybody out here who ever watches this, I just want you to know that, these results are possible for the majority of men. And you got to plug in, you got to do the work. Obviously, you got to have God at the head of your marriage. There's no doubt about that. And I'll tell you what, you do that, he honors it, and it works. And David, I'll tell you what, I remember it was a slog. It was not a walk in the park for you. There were a lot of ups and downs and 2 steps forward and 1 step back. And you hung in there and you had faith and you did the work and you got the results.
That's out of every, and I've used it today, and I've told young guys getting married, and it's to me, it was your favorite saying, and it's the saying that one of the gentlemen said, if you're going to do anything, do the effing work, do the work, do the work. And I told a young guy that just got married a couple months ago, I said, no matter what you do, step up and do the work that needs to be done. That's the thing that keeps running over my head, even when I feel like I'm being lazy. And I've seen it in some of my text message. Oh, I forgot to send her a text this morning. I got busy at work and forgot. So I'll quick step in, and sometimes it's been good afternoon, love, instead of good morning, because that's how far I forgot. It's already after lunch. So, but still do it. Even if you forget, step back and do it. Step there. And even if you forget in the morning to do something, do it as soon as you remember, so that she doesn't go, well, it's going back to where we were.
Yep, for sure.
Go ahead. That's all I can go is keep doing the work. I don't care when you do it, do it.
Yeah, for sure. And so anything you want to add?
No, let me just add, and where you said it was hard, and I was one of those cases that you were really leery to take. Even today, I appreciate and I thank you for battling through the BS of someone else involved in the relationship, and then me coming out of multiple relationships being selfish and arrogant and all those other words. You battled through the BS as much as I was, and listened to where I was at, and yet you were the person that was strong enough, because you're a third party, to say, stop the crying, stop the whining, do the work, refer back to your goals, refer back to your writings, read it again. If you're missing it, read it again. And I don't know how many times I went through certain parts of the lesson over and over and over and over again, and would rewrite it out just because it would sink it into my head a little bit deeper. Do the work. If I can say anything, it's, Bob, thank you very much for your help. I know you've got hundreds of fellows that you're working with and trying to help straighten things out. And as I said, I pay attention to I get your thing that you posted something, and I try to jump over and look at them and see. And thank you very much for the time.
Thank you.
I thoroughly enjoyed talking with you. If we could, I'd spend an hour or so online just to jabber with you.
All right. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Have a good evening, sir. Bless you, man.
Bless you. Bye.
See you. Bye.